distortion in there. I don't know what's going on. But anyways, it's the liquor talking right
There's
here.
nothing more rock and roll and giving people static than.
Is it? Is
the
that what you're saying?
program
Is it,
itself.
you're going? That's what you're going with, huh?
Yeah.
All right. It's Zoom says it's preparing a live stream. I have no idea what that means, but we're gonna try to go on to we're gonna try to do it one more time and see if we can get on Facebook. Oh, it says we're on.
Right.
Oh my God!
And then let's
they updated, and now it's nothing but chaos.
So for those people in Radio Land or who wonder what is happening here, you're
there's so
listening
much
to
happening.
a real-time attempt for somebody to work on a computer, which you can't see or hear on the radio.
Yes.
And I think we should start welcoming El Rey.
All right, let's do that.
The grape one to the podium.
Here he comes, making his way to the dais. this train wreck we call show.
Yeah.
There he is now. It's Ray, El Rey. Give him his proper introduction.
The grape one, El Rey.
You didn't do the El Rey. Come on, you gotta do that. You do the El Rey.
El Rey.
I don't know what I gotta do to get things done around here. Which means it's time for the wine of the week. Oh, stop this nonsense. It's time for the wine of the week.
Wine of the week.
Yes, Ray.
Right.
Just so you know, the reason why I was having problems, Facebook didn't upgrade and they changed everything. Nothing is where it was.
And me translating that for the radio listeners, it's meaningless.
It's meaningless, yes. But here we are anyways. It's the liquor talking. We have Ray here. Ray is going to do the wine of the week. Ray, what is the wine of the week?
A little continuation of our summer sipper wines. And today I thought we'd give a little love to an area that I wish was shopped more, but isn't. So we're going to show today a white Bordeaux from France.
You usually don't hear about people talking about white Bordeaux's, but they do exist.
They do exist. And what better wine to have during the summertime? I mean, you know, people are going to go with New Zealand Sauv Blancs or California or French Sancerres, but white Bordeaux. So what is a white Bordeaux?
I love Sancerre, though. I got to tell you, I love Loire Valley.
Different.
Oh, man.
That's a different.
All right. So, but I don't need to take away from this one.
So today's wine is a producer called Chateau Lafreniere.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah,
Chateau Lafreniere.
So it's a white Bordeaux. What is a white Bordeaux? Well, it's generally speaking, at least two grapes.
Delicious. What it
it's
is.
Sauvignon Blanc, Semillon.
Yep.
And in this case, is a third grape called Muscadel. So with this particular wine, comes from an area, Bordeaux is in the southwest part of France. Well, within Bordeaux is an area called Entre deux Mers, which translated means between two seas or two oceans. Well, in reality, it's between two rivers, the Gironde River and the Dordogne River.
Okay.
And it's very clay-like soil, very kind of cool microclimate, very conducive for Sauvignon Blanc and Semillon. So this is a blend, like I said, of Sauvignon Blanc. It's 60% roughly, about 30% Semillon and about 10% Muscadel. So what do you get with this type of wine? What do you get from flavors and bouquets? Well,
is that like peaches?
Peach.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Peaches.
Peach and citrus. And I can break the citrus down to a little lemon.
By the way, it's citron.
Citron. I stand corrected.
It's citron.
Yes, the French. Yes.
You know the thing. Yeah, yes. It's a French car.
So
you've lost the argument. You have to resort to French. I think it's anything French. I'm already against it. No, I'm just teasing everybody out there who's French. Don't worry about it. Really nice, beautiful nose on this.
Beautiful nose. So, like I said, peach, citrus, specifically more lemon and grapefruit in there. The Semillon, which is a phenomenal grape, you don't see that blended in California or New Zealand, but you do in French Bordeaux. The Semillon is going to give it some more roundness in the mouth and length. What is length? The finish, how it finishes. Yeah. And the Muscadel is going to give sort of white flowers and honeysuckle component to it as well. I just love this. And I got to tell you, anybody listening out there, you got to try this wine. And I'm going to give you a good reason why. Not just the quality of the wine that's in the bottle, but it's $12.99 a bottle.
Really? This is delicious.
$12.99 a bottle. It's a 2023
I got to get
vintage.
fish this weekend.
And Guess what?
What?
It's 15% discounts starting as of this moment and all of next week.
Okay.
So 15% off, $12.99 for a really terrific white Bordeaux. And again, white Bordeaux, Sauvignon Blanc, Semillon, although there are exceptions to every rule. I have had some that are just all Sauvignon Blanc, but generally they're multiple grapes.
This
So-
is one of those type. This is a crusher, right?
Yep.
You know, it's red, white, and you for 4th of July, and you're gonna need to bring you need to bring some wine, and hopefully it's gonna be nice and outside. It's gonna be hot and stuff like that. This has enough acidity. I love the finish on this. It's got that almost a nuttiness. It's almost like it was Surly's, since I'll use my French.
Yeah.
Where it was sitting on the yeast. You get sort of that nutty sort of finish to this, which is really, really good. Almost a minerality.
Randall, I have to tell you that Ryan, you're spot on, man. I got to tell you, yes, stainless steel fermentation and about 2 months on the lees. You're correct. It's Sir Lee. So
I gotta call the kids I was right again. How do I dial out?
This will only make you wronger with your children.
Last time I was right, I
But
woke
like-
them up at 2 o'clock in the morning just because their mother said I was right.
What would you
Wake up, kids.
Yeah, they appreciated that just as much. So Bordeaux normally associated with red wines.
yes,
Yeah.
What
yes.
percentage do you think is red versus white? And is this why the value of this, the price point is good because it's just not understood as a,
I'll give you an example. This particular producer allocates about 25% of the property to white grapes.
okay.
Generally speaking, in Bordeaux, less than 20% is devoted to white wine production. You're right. When you mention the word Bordeaux, the first thing a person's going
Right.
to say is red wine.
Right.
And they're right. And they're right.
But is this why it's this seems like a phenomenal price for, especially for a French wine?
Yeah.
That has the pedigree or the provenance and all the things that go into it and is delicious tasting.
This is
So,
one of those
yeah.
ones you need to like. It's one of those wines. Like I like Fumé Blanc. Like Ferrari Carano is one of my favorites. It's Fumé Blanc, which is that drier style. It's an American wine. It's made in California, but it's got a lot of that
Mhm.
stainless steel sort of feel to it. There's not a lot of oakiness to it. Really great, especially in the summertime because it doesn't weigh it down. But this is one of those type of things that like this is at $13. This is a phenomenal white wine
It's yeah.
to just throw out there. And now I have to get some. I think
This
Ray
is-
sells me more wine than anybody else.
Right. Well, it's a fantastic tasting product, and it brings light to one of my favorite charities, which is Doctors Without Bordeaux. And trying
You
to
went there?
face- What?
You went there. All right.
I love it.
By the way,
Love
when
it.
you're explaining all the things about Fumé Blanc and everything, you're staring right at me like I have any idea what you're talking about.
I have to tell you, Ray and I have talked separately about you.
Yeah.
And we have decided in conjunction that one way or the other, dragging and kicking and screaming
Into the wine.
into the wine world so that you can listen, it helps you getting into like this stuff also helps you in whiskey because it's like it's all different flavor profiles. It's all this type of stuff. And we're trying to like, I know you call it sour grape juice, but kicking and screaming, we will bring you in. And so
Absolutely.
that you can, at least when you go out, you go, yeah, don't give me that. Give me the wet stuff. You know,
Right.
we're just we're just trying to elevate you just ever so slightly.
All I want is enough information so I can at least drop in things and sound like I know what I'm
All right,
talking about.
Rick.
But yeah.
Give us the name and the price one more time.
Okay. So the producer is Chateau La Freniere. It is 2023 vintage. It is $12.99 less 15%. I did not do the math, but it's 15% off, $12.99 effective immediately. And all of next week.
And it'll
Yeah.
be open upstairs if you want to try it at least into the bottle.
The bottle will be on the machine when I go upstairs.
Yeah.
Since I have Ray here, because it's really important to say, and I don't want to forget to say this, we are open July 4th. So we're open July 4th, special hours, 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. on July 4th. So if you forgot something,
10
you got
seconds,
you got
Randall.
you got a shot.
All right,
Randall,
you're
get us
listening.
out of
It's
here.
the Liquor Talking here on WCRM AM 830 on your dial, and leaving us, but being joined by another person. a
Yeah,
little bit
hopefully.
later
Let's
will
see what
be
comes.
El Rey.
All right.
A
Thanks.
great
Thank you,
one.
sir.
Thank you for joining us.
Pleasure, all the time. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
You're out.
That's really good. Thanks, Ray.
Have you brought in something that's a dud? This is my question.
No, he has not.
Not.
He-
So
Ray is what they
this is why
say
he's
is
the
batting
great one.
1,000.
yeah.
Yeah, we didn't give him his name because he was some sort of Yahoo.
Oh, I thought it was a rider in his contract.
It is a rider, but besides that,
The rose petals that have to be thrown at his feet. That seems a little.
that's in the
extreme,
riser. That's in the rider.
but Well
too.
deserved. Thank you.
Yeah, you know what he's gonna take his wine now and he's going home.
Okay. All right.
Stop and see Ray. If you come in the store today, stop and see Ray. And try that wine. See, you want to go out this side if you can get by, Randall? There you go.
That's a fat joke, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Of course it is not. It's just listen, you're jumping to conclusions again.
All right.
All right. Well,
So-
Kenny says he was going to come here. He's back in town, he told me. So he is coming.
Are we going to pose the question now and then we'll reopen it, or do you want to get into
I-
tasting some stuff for the video portion?
I will wait. And since we're in the break, what should we do?
Well, I'll tell you what.
Well,
I
let me
think
see.
we do.
No,
Last week you introduced a cookie called Fancy Pants, but did not open the bag.
oh, that's true. I know. I
And
knew he
so
was
for
going to
the
go for that.
full week. I've been waiting.
All right. So let's do that. Let's do that now. This is called Fancy Pants, and I picked out crispy salted caramel cookies made with pantry ingredients. Don't idea what the hell that means, but they're $6.99. The good thing I love about these is that it's made in a facility that doesn't have any like nuts. There's like basically no cross contamination. And for me, I do have a nut allergy. So made in a dedicated peanut and tree nut and sesame free facility. And so that like I can never get like, yeah, everybody always wonder why I don't eat dessert. I don't eat dessert because I'm afraid I'm going to die because of my nut allergy. But these came in and I figured we'd try these.
All right.
The
Now you're talking.
cookie ones are already sold out. So I tried those. Those are really good. So I figured we'd try the salted caramel. You want some?
We have
To the
audience
audience today.
members,
Yeah,
so
give me to me. I'll
we have to get, they get unruly.
They
if we
do.
don't
We
give
got to
them
feed them and
alcohol
make them
and
drink.
food.
There you go.
So
There you go.
I
All
think pantry items are basically stuff that you can find without a long chemical name, right?
Right.
And then
Wow. These are really good.
it's a crispy cookie.
It's a crispy cookie, which is great for the radio.
Now I
Southern
understand
caramel
in
right there.
middle school that your parents referred to you as Fancy Pants.
I do a little dance with my fancy
You got
pants.
them on your shirt.
Very good.
So good of us for you to join us, Ryan, Mr. Fancy Pants.
What's your Mr. That's Mr. Fancy Pants
Yep.
to you. These are really good. I like these.
Mhm.
They're bite size. Randall's already
Yep.
finished one. Randall can prove that issue. I took 3 bites out of it, but
I can put 4 or 5 of these in the crop. And then later, kind of bring them up to chew on them. And
I don't need to know this. I really don't. Bite size Fancy Pants Baking Company, crispy salted caramel cookies. There's
30
birthday cake
seconds.
and there's s'mores one. Kenny's here cookies. Kenny,
are you
Kenny
doing
can run it.
tasting notes on a cookie?
No, I'll give you the other ones that they have.
Oh, okay.
The only one we're out of right now is chocolate chip. The guy said they're getting them back in. So these are really good though. I'll leave it for Kenny while he. That's good.
Notice that they've not made them all the way down to here, but
All right, guys.
Here we
clear
go.
The set. Here we go.
You come back now. Kenny's here.
Please, tasting this display. The concierge of all things alcohol, Ryan Maloney, and the medium of spirits, Randall Bird, join forces every week to bring audio nourishment to a parched audience. Live from the Jim Beam Cold Storage Studios in the heart of Julio's Liquors, Route 9 in Westboro, it's the Liquor Talking.
I don't know why the live feed sounds like it's
Like,
really staticky and
it's being
over
broadcast inside
modulated.
of a garbage truck.
Yeah, that's about it.
Sounds great here. Just ignore it.
I'm just ignoring Ted.
But
Period.
while we were on break, speaking of
Well,
fancy
welcome back
pants,
to
the
It's the Liquor
cookies Kenny Sadowski.
Yeah, there he
Beverage
is.
Whisperer has shown up.
I was wondering when you were going to show up.
Well, not early, but not late.
You missed the wine.
I
So
whine a lot.
yeah, so you missed the wine. So, but you didn't miss the cookies if you want a cookie.
Well,
Here, I'll give you your intro. So there's Kenny's intro. That's all you get.
you like to whisper too?
No, well, you do.
Yeah.
Um,
All right.
all right. So we have Independence Day sale right now. We got 4th of July is coming up on Thursday. We had a lot of stuff we got to drink. We haven't gotten anything going yet. So what I thought we would do is we're going to start with a brand new barrel coming in. And so I figured you guys could all try it. You can try it together
Yeah.
because it just came in.
And while you're pouring that, I just want to
We can do this
reiterate
as
what
the
you said
drink.
before, but 4th of July, the actual date, you're open in the store till 4 p.m.
So from 8:30 to 4 on the 4th of July.
Right.
I think you should open at 4 a.m.
I can't by law. Thank God. Here's the thing. When you hear me, Randall.
So 4
Randall, hit me.
p.m. on the 4th is if you're looking to get those last minute supplies or
Yeah, you forgot
ice
something
or
or
some
whatever.
things that you need to get.
We are closed
for-
at 4, so don't come after that.
And don't come at 4 a.m. because they're not open.
No, don't come at 4 a.m. I will tell you also, this would be a really good week to go to juliosliquors.com and sign up for a newsletter if you have not done so. We are celebrating our 50th anniversary. I will let you know that basically we say we're born on the 4th of July. So the 4th to like the 7th is sort of the date that we talk about our opening and a soft opening 50 years ago. So you want to be on our newsletter. I just put it. How about if I
Yeah.
just put it
Can
on?
I request a newsletter? I would like to have Z, the letter Z as in Gazette. Is that the newsletter that you're talking about?
Yes, that's exactly the
Oh.
newsletter. Now that we all
LUZ newsletter.
News.
at no point during your never mind, I'm not gonna read it though. Anyways, this is barrel release today. We
Okay.
got a barrel release today.
So in New
Alert,
England, it's
alert.
nobody's business what's in our coffee mug, but we're happy to tell you that today it's a sample of
No,
our
it's
new release.
Yeah, it's our barrels in. This is I opened
No,
a
no,
bottle.
but you poured us a sample.
Oh, yeah, I
I'm
poured you
not
a sample.
saying it's the sample. And I'm seeing a kind of the baleful stare of the audience members who did not get a sample of it.
I give the audience member, of
Um,
course, a sample of this.
Frisky Whiskey is not here to
He's on
run,
vacation, yeah, I know.
errands and keep this operation
Johnny on the
running
spot.
smoothly.
Johnny on the spot
Right.
is not here today.
He's there to make things
There you go, got it.
work.
All right, so the drink of the show and the barrel release today is a Knob Creek. It's Lock and Key Decadence 10-year. It's 120 proof. So this is our new one. You guys try it.
I'm pairing it with this
You just said the
caramel cookie.
it would work. Salted caramel. Are you kidding me? And bourbon,
Mhm.
perfect match.
Mm.
So what do you guys think of the new Knob Creek? Randall's eating a cookie again.
I tasted
like
it
it.
neat and it was fantastic. It's just a delightful whiskey. It's soft yet flavorful.
You know,
I mean, this is going to
I'm gonna
higher fruit
self
strength than-
promote here for a second, but I think it's sort of important to
Okay.
talk about because we've been talking a lot about shelf gems, sleepers, that type of thing recently. Not we've been doing single barrels of Knob Creek. I don't know how long, and we've had some ones that have been like 13, 14, 15 years old, right? Really great, but I got to tell you, time and time again, off these Knob Creeks, they come in, and there's no like rush to purchase. Like people aren't like looking for a Knob Creek. It's really weird to me because the flavor characteristics and the components of the Knob Creek are really, really good. And by the way, sort of the same flavor profile I think is like Eagle Rare, 10.
Yeah.
And the regular stuff is like 9 years old at 100 proof. When you get these special barrels under $60, you can get it. This one happens to be a 10-year-old. A 10-year-old at 120 proof. That's a find, especially when it has this flavor components.
What you're saying is you're surprised that more
am.
people are not seeking out the Knob
Everybody
Creek
that likes-
single barrel picks
Yes.
as they run around like crazy people looking for these hard to get
Mhm.
and difficult to find things that don't always deliver the same way that
Now, everybody
our
who's a
Knob Creek
fan of these
pictures.
Knob Creeks that have found it just hates me now because I just put it out there into the world that these are things that you could just
And they'd like to
Walk
be
in,
able to
pick-
walk in a year
pick
from
it up.
now and buy another
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
But they are like this one was we didn't get a lot of cases out of this. It's
No.
10 years old.
10 years.
There's a in most of them are 9s, but Randall and I have talked about this before. We've gotten some of these what we call short barrels, in that they don't really have they're not completely full, and we don't get a full amount out of the 53 gallons. And technically, a lot of times they taste better because they're interacting with the oxygen still in the barrel. It's different. It's a different process, and Randall will probably explain
Not
that.
oxidation in the bottle, but
Right.
that oxygen is joining molecular congeners and flavor components that are in the barrel with the barrel and continuing to evolve that liquid, which we found has been profoundly better.
Right.
With the more oxygenation or atmospheric air that's inside the barrel than less.
And it's one of those type of things that I don't think you could say like, oh, well, if that's the case, I'll take a 53 and I'll fill it up to 45. And that way I'll get a whole bunch of those. It never works out that way. It's just sort of got to happen sort of naturally. If you get a little bit of leaker or you get some evaporation or something like that. But I don't think you can sort of set it up to be better by not filling the barrel.
I'm going to disagree with you.
All right. Well, let's do that then.
But economically, you'd be crazy
Right.
if you're a production style house to have stuff filled at different levels
Mm.
because tax wise or
Taxes and
tracking
everything,
it, or it throws your whole system off. So they're going to do the same thing. And when you find those happy, lucky accidents,
Yeah.
as I'm referred to by my parents, but if you find those
Accident, yes. All the rest of that, those adjectives, no. But yes.
if you do find them, we've found that it's been profoundly,
Yeah, really good.
Yeah.
I like this one a lot.
yeah, very nice.
We call it decadence because decadent
And
10.
like I was eating a cookie with this, and most people don't assume that a cookie is going to pair well, but think of caramel,
Oh
a little
yeah.
bit of that rich kind of flavor, that breaded sweetness. It's a natural, and I think we should do more cookie pairings with with whiskey.
You know what, Randall?
I
First
know
of
you
all,
want to do comic book pairings.
No, so
with whiskey.
shocking that you would go there. I will paraphrase Kenny, but we do have more cookies upstairs, so maybe that could be a possibility.
Yeah.
If you want to do that.
Yeah, well, of course I want to do that.
Right. And
So,
I have and since Kenny's here, I have a bone to pick with you.
oh boy.
I'm looking because you put down your glacier water, and I need to we need to find the distributor for this.
I found it.
Okay, good. Give it to me after the show because we want
Atlas.
to have it.
All right.
All right. So,
But-
Randall,
but
we
here's
congratulated
another
Kenny
thing that
already, but he's on the board of glacier water. So
Yeah.
we want to make sure we
Icelandic
have
glacial water.
Icelandic glacier water.
And it is Atlas that I know something about.
Okay, so they have it now. All right, now I
Okay.
know how to order from. Perfect.
I wanted to allude to
Getting there.
something that address something that we alluded to before, and that is that you have an event coming up that is going to be comic books and whiskey.
Yes.
How far out is that?
That's going to be not until September.
Okay,
the
so
end of
we'll
September.
put that on the off in the back burner.
I
as
did
it
see
were.
I did see the no. If Jen, I know she's not listening. I did see the TARDIS last night.
Yes,
We were at a
you
restaurant.
got visited.
Well, they had a full replica TARDIS outside the police call box, the
Yeah.
English police call box, and so we were going out to dinner, and we were at this place in Connecticut, and I guess they were doing something today there. I forgot, a Grill 23 or something like that. I'm sorry, I can't remember the name, but they had they were doing something today, so they had the Doctor Who's TARDIS was sitting right in the thing. So I got to go take a picture. My wife's like, no, please don't go do that. I go, okay, we'll go in at dinner. So we leave, we're finished dinner. We go out and I go,
And it was
I'm
fun.
going to go take the picture of the TARDIS now.
Yeah.
Right. And she's like, fine, go ahead. And she was
Did
like,
you think you'd forgotten about it?
yeah, I
The
think,
whole
I think
dinner, you
yeah.
were just
I
thinking
kept
about
looking out there,
Right,
making
yeah.
sure it wasn't,
Yeah.
it could have been real, and all of a sudden it could have been gone. So, and I go, she's like, are you really going to go take a picture? I go, listen, I'm just going to tell you right now, just thank your lucky stars that I'm not making you go take a picture with me in front of the TARDIS.
Right.
I'm just going to go take a picture of it. Okay. And she goes, fine, go ahead. And then she let me.
Oh, she let you.
She let me. Yeah. That was really good.
All right. So first
It
of
was
all,
a really good replica one of it.
the
though.
TARDIS is there.
Yeah.
It's clearly picture takeable.
Yeah, that's what it's there for.
Why would you not take a picture?
I don't know.
Like what is going
I don't
through your
know.
head that somehow
Here's the funny
you're the
part.
one being unreasonable? Who
Here.
puts a TARDIS out in the middle of
It doesn't
anything
expect- right.
and then doesn't expect people to take a picture by it?
The funny thing is like a table over, a group of 3 people sat down.
Yeah.
And the guy goes, "I'll be right back."
And you watch.
Right,
it.
right.
minutes.
And of course, his wife goes, "Where are you going?" He goes, "I got to go take a picture of the TARDIS."
Yeah. What he
So
should have
off he-
said is
But
like,
off he goes.
I'll be right
disrupting
back.
his whole
I need to
dinner.
get something out
Right.
of the car
I
and
gotta
then
get
not
some-
mention it.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Why did it take you so long? All right. Anyways, but I did see it. It was really cool. And we are going to do something. Might see if we can get that here. I got to find out who. I'm going to call the restaurant and find out who did it. Because when we do our Comic-Con, I would like to have it there. So the name of the thing is Booze, Books, and Collectibles. A Spirited Comic-Con is the
Yeah.
name of the event. It's not even up yet. You guys are the first to know.
Do you
All right.
have the entire Game of Thrones set that you're gonna?
I don't know. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Jen's into that stuff. Jen loves Game of
Right.
Thrones.
That's how you can,
I know. I'm trying
hopefully
to
draw her
listen,
in.
she didn't drink
She's
whiskey.
gonna
She drinks whiskey
shut
now.
it down.
So it's one of those type of things. I'm slowly like converting her. So it's
Right.
one of those type of things. So we got to keep going.
1 minute.
But 4th of July this week, open 8 to 4,
Yes, we got that.
and then fireworks, pool party, the whole work.
You know what? I think we get a bunch of stuff planned here. So I think 4th of July for me is going to be a pool day.
Nice.
So I think it's just like I'm going to be working a lot. I think it's just going to be nice to just sort of kick back and relax. I hope. We'll see.
Favorite hot rod quote: "Pools are just perfect for holding water."
30 seconds.
All right. So
I
Ken,
really went there
all
with
this
Hot Rod.
talking and
I
nothing
think it's
from the
11.
whisper, or maybe we perhaps
Was he
heard
whispering?
it.
Right. I've been whispering.
Do you like the bourbon?
I do. It's not unobtainium.
Yeah.
You gave us the ABV was what?
120. Yeah, ABV 60. 120.
10
This is really
seconds,
good.
Randall.
Yeah.
All right, Randall, take us out of here.
All right, we're gonna have to take another commercial break here on It's the Liquor Talking. During that time, we're gonna have a video feed if you want to see what a train wreck or derailment looks like. But we'll be back on the other side of this commercial break with more of It's the Liquor Talking. Please stay tuned.
Didn't we see that Thursday night?
All right.
Yes,
Um,
we did.
We're still going. And I figured we'd do some stuff during the break. I wanted to do.
I'm not.
I'm gonna
maybe
let
I'm
Kenny
ignorant,
show it. I'm gonna let-
When you're saying Thursday night when it was raining, what was the derailment?
A debate.
Oh,
the
the debate. Okay.
No, that was the.
I thought there may have been actual
We
another
actually
train
thought,
accident
yeah.
or
No,
my
that
God,
was
that was
a sports fiasco
Horror.
or something. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna give you guys a choice.
7.
Mocha. No, let me give you the choice. Mocha or banana.
Banana,
Banana.
hands down.
Savannah banana.
All right.
Mm.
So there's a couple new products
I see this
upstairs,
too.
and this is Blue Chair Bay, and they just came out with a banana rum cream. Actually, this one I think has been out for a while, but I haven't had a bottle of it, so I
Didn't
do
we
now.
this one last week.
No,
No,
No, not
we did a
this
blue
SKU.
chair.
we did
Yeah.
Blue Chair. We did the you know why? Because I mixed it in my drink. I did
Right.
the Coca-Cola and
the
the Blue
lime.
Chair lime rum, which was really good. I like that one. Came out great. There you go.
Thank you.
Studio audience, would you like some banana? All right, give it to the studio audience. Here you go, sir. So, I mean, we're getting into summertime, although it looks pretty dismal out there today. But I mean, this is the time for all these like tropical drinks and fun stuff, and maybe like a banana pina colada or whatever you want it to do. So I figured we tried the Blue Chair Bay banana rum cream. What do you think? You guys tell me. I haven't
like
had it yet.
banana.
Yeah.
The rum's adding a little bit of a like if you're going, I was expecting like a creamy, just full on banana taste, but the rum is present. You can kind of taste a little bit of it.
This is
in the
true.
background.
I don't know.
It's
I
nice.
do you like it, Ken?
I do. I mean,
Yeah.
if this were the taste of the show, I would have to say
You
yay
guys, 1 minute.
because it is what it says it is.
Yeah, I think this
It's
was
good,
really
and I think you can use this in a lot of different ways that would be fun to play with.
Yeah, this is like, I mean, I don't think you're drinking a full thing of this, but it's definitely
No.
something you would add into something, and it's really good. All right, I'm going to give you the larceny question of the show. You
What
ready?
happened to Fever Tree?
Oh no, we're going to do Fever Tree later. I got to mix it in
All
a
right.
minute. This is the larceny question of the show.
30 seconds.
What? And I'll read it here and I'll read it back when we get on the air. What Caribbean-inspired Florida native cocktail has a name that harkens back to the days of Prohibition? What Caribbean inspired Florida native cocktail has a name that harkens back to the days of Prohibition? And I will give you some. I'll
Are
give
we
you
going
some.
to answer this now?
No, we'll answer. I'll ask it one more time when we get back. I want you to think about
Quiet, set, here we go.
Broadcasting live from the Jim Beam Cold Storage Studio in the heart of Cheers Liquors, Route 9 in Westboro, it's the Liquor Talking with Ryan Maloney and Spirits Medium, Randall Bird.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to It's Liquor Talking right here on WCRN AM 830. I'm hoping it doesn't sound that way on our podcast because it's really garbled. Anyways, during the break, we tried Blue Chair Bay banana rum cream. It is a Caribbean rum with real cream and caramelized banana flavors. I would get the caramelized banana in that.
Yeah,
Right.
I think that's like when I didn't hear the caramelized.
Yeah, I didn't either,
originally,
but it's
but
there.
I think it has a little bit of an edge of some darker notes in it. That's
15%
good.
ABV. I think it's nice.
That's like
I think
30 proof.
That would be just like 30 proof. I think it's really nice. So if you're looking for something to maybe do a banana cream pina colada, I think that would be a great
Yep.
one there. So the Blue Chair Bay Caribbean rum.
And you asked
Banana
us
flavor.
a hard-hitting question.
Well, I'm
over
going to do the
break that
yeah.
at some point, I guess we're going to have to really answer.
Okay, so we're going to do the larceny question of the show today is what Caribbean inspired Florida native cocktail has a name that harkens back to the days of Prohibition? I'll give you some things.
Wait. Can I ask,
Can you ask what?
does it begin with the word daiquiri?
No. But that's a pretty good guess just out of the blue, considering that was Ernest Hemingway's one of his favorite drinks.
Florida, Caribbean.
Yeah.
And it's an older style, not the daiquiri that you see like a strawberry.
No,
daiquiri,
not a
but
flavor.
Like a rum
Daiquiri.
over,
Lime and
sugar.
sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but that's actually a really good guess, Randall.
Okay. That was my guess. Okay. What do you got?
Okay, so I'll give you some. Capone, Vesper, Biscayne, or Rum Runner. Capone, Vesper, Biscayne, or Rum Runner.
I have no idea, but I'm going to go with rum runner.
Okay, how about you, Kenny?
I have no idea, and I was going to go either Biscayne or Rum Runner, and Biscayne doesn't have anything to do with Prohibition, so I'm going Rum Runner.
Okay, to the audience. Okay, everybody is unanimously said Rum Runner, and you know why? Because that's the answer. You guys are all very good. Oh, even some of the people on Facebook also gave it.
Although I'm intrigued by the
although
Vesper.
Francis Vesper would have been another one, but although Francis put Rim Runner, which is a completely different drink. Francis, sorry.
Yeah.
But I think he meant to say Rum Runner, so I'll go with that.
Yeah.
All right. So this week, Kenny, I'm gonna make you something. This is for Kenny. And we're actually going to do this is this is yeah or nay.
Okay.
Which one means yes?
All right.
Yay.
Now,
All right.
Kenny,
So,
at any time you can elect to have a poison taster. Try it before you try it, in case it's
in case you don't like it,
Ryan's up to no good.
I'm always up to good. Now, so here's the background of this, and it just so happened everything sort of coincided. So Jen and the kids and I went down to Newport this week on Thursday,
All right.
and we're
Speaking
at
of prohibition.
Speaking of Prohibition, and Jen, we were at a restaurant and they had Stoli Dolies. And so Jen says, you know what? You just keep saying Kenny likes those Stoli Dolies. I'm gonna try one because it was, it had the with all the pineapple all done up.
Done tea jar.
Yeah,
Whatever,
like
with
it's a huge
sliced
jar,
pineapple.
right? And the pineapple, and they were doing it. So she had it. She said, "Oh, this was really good. I love." She loved it. So this week, lo and behold, Glen Farmer Distillery, who's right here in Franklin, Mass. Savor the Spirit responsibly from Glen Farmer. You can check them out at glenfarmer.com, and they are in Franklin. Came out with a new flavor. Now they've been really, really popular. They have bean, which is their coffee one, super popular. Bog, which is the cranberry flavored one that they make. You know, and these are very New England, right? They just came out with one called Dolly. It's vodka infused with pineapple. It's 60 proof, 30% alcohol. So I said, you know what? Jen had that's Stoli Dolly at the place. That's one of my friend Kenny's favorite drinks. So I said, well, you know, we're gonna go is we're gonna try this. So I'm gonna pour some into a shaker, and that's sort of like the sort of like you just don't pour this stuff out of the jar. You got to actually shake it up, and you gotta serve it. So hopefully I won't. John's not here, so we're all taking our lives in our hands with me shaking it, but
So why does this have to be shaken?
because you need that sort of like it's supposed to be cold, right?
And mixed.
Cold and frosted, right? Isn't that what you get, Randall? Is that what they do at the restaurant?
Yeah, I mean, they serve it on the rocks or they serve it straight up.
Well, we're gonna do straight up. If I can get the top off. Here we go. All right. So I figured we would, instead of just trying it, we would actually do it sort of the way it's supposed to be done.
This is not the color of a Stoli Doli.
No, it is a little bit darker. You are right. Here
Or
you
as
go.
they say in the Northeast, DACA.
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 Want to try some?
Which is also the immigrant status of.
Stop. I don't know what
Isn't
you're
it
doing. but-
DACA?
The car. There you go, sir.
The Paris
I
right?
had a friend
That Paris
who
did
came
the
to
car.
the Red Sox game with me last night, and he was talking about losing his car keys. He couldn't find them, and I said, "That's like where you come from. If you have like beige colored
Pants, yeah.
pants on,
Yeah.
those are khakis."
Yeah.
And coming around the bend to a long way to a joke is Kenny Sadowski. All right, so this is it's called Dolly. I iced it up for you. Kenny downed it. So
So the Stoli part in the Stoli Doli is the vodka.
Stolichnaya. Yep.
there's Stolichnaya
And so
vodka. And
this is why you're thinking it's clearer. Does the pineapple itself add a little bit of color?
Yes.
yes, but
So,
they're
okay.
really
A
it's
tinge.
really yeah. He's right. It's just a
So-
tinge.
And this looks like almost like a brown spirit. So
No, it's
It's lighter,
it's
but it's
yellow.
still there.
It's
DACA.
yellow. It's
just
yellow.
DACA.
yeah.
In the glass when I did with the ice though, it lightened up a little bit.
Little
so,
bit.
So Randall, what do you think? Do you like it? Yay or nay?
Yay.
Okay. Well, that was so
I
enthusiastic.
just
I
an
don't know what to tell you.
apprehensive yay.
Yeah. I'm gonna
I definitely get the pineapple.
yeah, it's there.
And then you get the alcohol behind it. But
Yeah. That's what a Stoli Doli really is. But I'm gonna leave it to Kenny because he's our resident expert.
Yeah,
on
no,
Stoli.
I'm a taste tester at the Capitol Grill for, any day that I walk in there.
yes,
And
and that
for-
varies always. Like the Stoli Dolis do
right,
vary.
because
They're
they
adding
it's
and-
3 to 7 days. That's
Right.
all they can stay in those. And it
infused.
does vary a little bit, but I guess that's my point. This is consistent and easy to do, and you don't have to think about it 3 days in advance. You can just chill this and drink it. And for that reason, I would say it's acceptable or better, and therefore thumbs up, i.e. yay.
Yay. Now being the expert you are on Stoli Dolis, though, would
Yes.
you say that this is an acceptable flavor component? Like, do you find it pretty close?
Reasonably close. yes.
Reasonably close. Right. And I think that the whole prep time to actually make a Stoli Doli is you have to think about it way in advance and you have to sort of set it all up.
So they
Yeah, I
can't do it on the spot. It has to be kind of
It has to
Correct.
be, it's infused.
But look, volumetrically, when the Capitol Grill was on Newbury Street, they had 7 of these jars in rotation.
Wow.
okay.
Just so they could keep
Right.
all the time.
So they knew what their volume was for
It-
those.
It doesn't say that it's flavored. It does say vodka infused with pineapple. So I think that, listen, I got to agree with Kenny on this because I just had a taste of Jen's that she had the other day. This is pretty dang close without having to do all the, me, I'm if I can do something simple and easy, I'm all for it. So I am also giving it a yay. So if you like Stoli
Well, I
Dolis,
was going to say, like, if you have vodka and you can add pineapple to it to get to the same flavor, but you're
Mm-mm.
saying that it has
Mm-mm.
to be steeping or
it
infused.
has to be
into it.
infused. It has to,
So this,
go through.
okay,
like-
that changes
Yes.
my answer. I was a hesitant yay, if you couldn't tell.
yeah, I
but,
could
um,
tell it just a little bit.
Yeah, I'm like, well, why wouldn't you just take vodka and put your pineapple
Yeah,
into it?
yeah.
But you're saying that the process itself to really kind of take or steep in there, it has to be several days. So There's the answer there.
And I
This is a
think
yay.
they hit it. I mean, I think they hit it because it's not a artificial sort of pineapple taste, and it's not certainly not overwhelming. I almost thought it was going to be by the color. I was a little worried that it was going to be sort of like fake sort of tasting and overwhelming at
Yeah.
the same time. It is not. So don't judge by your eyes, as we always talk about like stuff like this. But I think putting this on ice, shaking it, and doing it chilled like this is definitely the way to go. So 3 thumbs up for Glen Farmer Distillery's Dolly vodka infused with pineapple. Go get some. It's like I don't know, 30 under $35. All right. There you go. Really nice. I like it. Good stuff.
Yep.
All right. Put that away. What else do you how long we got, Ted? He's not gonna tell me. All right. So
1 minute.
1 minute. Oh, we got 1 minute.
I don't know.
All right. Let's try this anyways. I got Blue Run Spirits. We have a battle.
10 seconds.
1 minute, 10 seconds. All right. Then I'm not going to do that. We'll do that when we get back. What do you, no, here's the thing. So 4th
1
of
minute.
July, 4th of July, 4th of July is next week. Oh my God. So hopefully everybody you're going to go to the cookies now, aren't you?
I'm listening attentively while I
Crunch.
snack on a cookie. Yeah.
All right. So
It's crunch
anyway.
time.
Did I talk about last week about
specials.
what's that? Oh, okay. Yeah, we got a big sale going on right now. Stop into Julio's. The sale runs until July 7th, and we are
30 seconds.
open July 4th, 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. We have our beer, by the way, is kicking it. We got a very little bit left of the Cold
Julio?
Harbor. Well, we did the
Oh.
Cold Harbor one, and you get my accent.
Yeah.
Cold Harbor one. That one is we're really getting really low
10
on that one.
seconds, Randall.
And then we got the new one from Jack's Abbey that just came in, which is a lager. All right,
And
Randall.
that's blowing out too.
That is.
So it's the liquor talking here on WCRN, AM 830 on your dial. Please join us on the other side of this commercial break as we continue with the Facebook Live.
You're out.
All right. So here's the thing. Blue Run is a company that it does source, but what they did is they teamed up with Jim Rutledge, who used to be the master distiller for Four Roses, and Jim was doing stuff at Castle and Key, which is a distillery down in Kentucky. And when they teamed up with him, they said, "All right, how are we going to do this? You know, what do you think?" He goes, "I got some stuff that we're already working on. Here's the whole thing." So Blue Run is actually distillate distilled by Jim Rutledge, which is insane. And they've launched and really, really popular. They did start a barrel program. You can go back. Actually, we did a Whiskey Wednesday with Trey from Blue Run. But what the important part is we did pick a barrel. Now our barrel is going to be a bottled in bond. So it meets all the criteria for a bottled in bond, which means it'll be 100 proof. So I had a sample and we were going off the sample and sort of like, guess working it down to 100. But when Trey came, he actually took the barrel we picked and made up some samples that we could use that would be 100 proof. So I had an extra one. So I thought that because we hadn't done it on the radio, I thought we would do the Blue Run Spirits. It's from the Chosen series. Randall named this one because it's bonded. What was the name, Randall?
Betty Page.
No, it's Safe Word.
Oh, safe word.
Safe Word. Studio audience, you want to try some? And so this is basically how it's going to taste when we get the bottles. Now, supposedly they were bottling last week, so we'll be getting this probably in August, I would say. So it's Blue Run Spirits. It's the Chosen Safe Word for Lock and Key, and it is at 100 proof.
Delicious.
You want to try that?
Yeah.
It's going to be one of the only bottled in bond, and I love bottled in bonds because it's a good way to compare like distilleries. if you have a bunch of bottled and bonds, it's sort of like you can start comparing apples to apples.
Well, no, this is kind of weird. So
Yeah,
all
what we're saying.
whiskeys
Yeah.
are essentially bottled
Mhm.
in a bonded warehouse.
Right.
But bottled and bond as a title
Right.
has to meet certain requirements, and you believe that this levels the playing field. So if you're comparing bottled and bond, they're generally at the same proof strength. You're talking about the same thing instead of blended or
Yeah.
mixed together from different
Same distillery,
distillation.
same spirits, same
Right.
class of material, same distilling season in the spring or fall. Stored in 4 years in wooden containers, just like, it has to follow the bourbons.
At least
definition.
4 years. Yeah.
Yep. Reduced, improved by pure water only, bottled at exactly 100 proof.
30 seconds.
And those are the main sort of things that it has to.
But
that
back
has
in the
to-
day, this was a rule that they kind of came up with so that they could keep people honest. They couldn't water stuff down. They couldn't substitute, lesser goods in it. And it's fallen by the wayside as most whiskeys have become aged longer than 4 years.
Right.
But it is an
Okay, bottom
interesting-
boom. Here we go. 10 seconds.
All right.
Quiet on the set.
All right. We're going to come back and we'll talk about that. And then I'm going to make you guys another drink. How's that?
Oh boy.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna give you 30 more seconds.
What? I'm just going to prepare it.
30 more 20 more seconds.
Oh my God.
18 more seconds,
All right.
You're giving me a countdown now?
12 more seconds.
All right.
That's
so
another 2 cookies in my.
that's another 2 cookies. All right. I'm going to make you guys another drink.
All right, that's it. 10 seconds. Quiet on the set.
All right.
All right. Now, does this come with
You know-
a question of the show?
No, we already did the question.
Two grown men from a large live from the Chimney Cold Stone Studio in the heart of Julio's Liquors right out of Westboro. It's No Liquor Talking with Ryan Maloney and Spirits Medium Randall Bird.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to It's the Liquor Talk right here on WCRN AM 830. And we're just sitting here drinking Blue Run bourbon. We just had a sample of our new barrel that's going to be coming out. It's from the Chosen series, which means it's a chosen barrel from them, and it's going to be bottled in bond. And the name of the product is going to be Lock and Key Safe Word.
Safe word will be what you can purchase in the store.
Yeah, be
We
coming
just
up.
tasted it.
That's
Now,
just
it
one.
looks like you're furiously whipping up another
Well,
minute to win it or whatever you call them.
well, mix it in a minute. Yes,
Mix
that
it
would
in
be a
minute. Okay.
that would be a thank you, Randall. Thank you for that great introduction. I really appreciate it. So I've been doing some experimenting with Fever Tree, who's one of our sponsors.
Yeah.
And coming up with different, like, me, I'm one of those people that like I'm not Johnny. When Johnny's here, Johnny will make us all like great mixed drinks and stuff like that. But he's got to do prep work. He's got to do the whole
Involved.
very involved.
Cocktails, Yeah.
And he loves doing it, which I totally admire. I am the exact opposite. I want mix it in a minute means
Okay.
that I just want to be able to just do something very quick, but also have it taste good. So today I am making sort of a variation on a whiskey sour.
Yeah.
All right. I'm using Fever Tree Sparkling Sicilian Lemonade, which is and I'm using Bully Boy Distillers American Straight Whiskey.
2 items plus ice.
Plus ice.
Yeah.
And I'm basically doing these a 1-to-3 ratio. I'm only eyeballing it, by the way,
Eyeballing,
because
yeah,
I only
exactly.
eyeball things. That's how I operate. And I'm
Because,
passing this
you
down
have
to
to
you.
watch all those measuring devices.
Yes, I don't want
So
to watch
you
that.
saved
No,
even
no.
more time on the back end to make it.
Yeah, of course. I mean, this is why I do things like this. Now, let's see what you guys think of this. Bully Boy. By the way, we have Bully Boy is on sale this week, but I am a big fan. They just came out with the bourbon, which is great. Don't get me wrong, but I've been a big fan of Bully Boy Straight American Straight Whiskey since they came out. Non-chill filtered, 42%, so 84 proof. And I think it's fabulous. The basic thing is, of course, they're not using. They have a great mash bill, but they're not using new virgin oak barrels to make their American straight whiskey.
Right.
So
Requirement for bourbons and American whiskeys that have a name of the grain on it.
Yep.
So a rye or a a wheat or a
I just think I love their stuff. What do you guys think? Is it sort of fit the bill? I mean, it's sparkling, so it's not a real, whiskey sour. And I'm using lemon.
This- the
instead of
lemon,
sparkling.
the lemonade or whatever
Mhm.
this is prominent.
Yep. Well, you can.
So you might
can
tweak the
adjust.
recipe for a little bit more of the whiskey.
Well, when I make them myself, there's a lot of whiskey in a very little lemonade.
Yeah. As an
Um,
afterthought.
Yeah, it's sort of like, oh, I was supposed to put a mixer on top of this, so here you go. But I like the flavors together. That was the real thing I was going for.
Oh,
Is the
yep.
whiskey and the it is a sort of a take on a whiskey sour. Very easy to make, very nice and cool to drink. That's out of the whole point. Would you like it?
It's nice.
All right, Kenny.
Yeah.
Kenny's already finished his. Studio audience. Yeah, well, he's still drinking it. He's still alive, so that's a good idea.
And you call this your Minuteman series or what is this?
Mix it
again?
in a minute.
Mix it in a minute.
Mix it in a minute. I don't try to be fancy, Randall. I know you like to be fancy. I don't like to be fancy. Randall's a very
Pants.
fancy pants. You all fancy pants with your cookies and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. I got other stuff to go through here today. So let's see what else I have. How about let's see what I have. Oh, I know what we got to do. We haven't done these yet either.
So
I
Ryan's
g-
digging into it.
I got like a whole bunch of stuff here that we haven't gone through. So I'm trying to get through some of the stuff today, and it's very important.
defeating the whole purpose for having stuff actually out on the table.
I have stuff on the table, and I am doing that. That's the next one. It's the lemonade, the blueberry lemonade from Fabrizia. It has come out with a 7% blueberry lemonade. This is the new packaging on this of the
7%
Fabrizia.
blueberry or 7%?
7% alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a vodka limoncello liqueur, Maine blueberries, lemon juice, and natural flavors.
So Phil and his production team
Yeah.
are making fantastic
Really good.
flavored products. Blood orange, limoncello.
Ooh, I like the color.
Even some of their like ready to drinks have just been a knockout.
Well, these are the ready to. This is it. This is an
And
RT.
now
this is-
we're trying a blueberry.
Everybody else calls these RTGs. I call them RTGs because they're not just ready to drink. They're ready to go because they're in the can, so you can go take them wherever you want.
Somebody might call them a road soda.
Yeah, you could. I don't just drink and drive with it though.
No.
All right, so here it is, boys. You have it right now. Blueberry lemonade, spiked, 7% alcohol, handcrafted in the United States, made up in New Hampshire. Fabrizia, what do you guys think?
Refreshing.
I think it's delicious.
No, I don't like it. You can actually
And
taste the blueberry. I was sort of like,
Yeah.
blueberry's really not a very strong flavor. And a lot of times people use blueberry, they use a lot of fake blueberry flavoring so that you could overcompensate for it.
Yeah.
This one doesn't. This is really good.
Well, he's dialed into the flavors, and I would say that he has gotten the balance better on this than you did on your minute. You need to tweak that recipe.
Mix it in a minute.
Yeah.
Is it really that hard to remember? Is it really?
Yeah.
We're going to have an argument after the show, by the way, just in case you're. Yes. Yeah, of course he has, because he's mass producing these.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying that this is,
I thought it was from New
if
Hampshire.
you're talking about being really lazy,
Yes.
just
Just pop a can
right.
of Fabrizia blueberry lemonade spiked.
But as Ryan said, if he were making it for himself, it would be a lot heavier pour on the
Would
bully
be
boy.
7%.
On the bully boy.
on the
So it
bully
would
boy, yeah.
not be 7%.
No, it'd be way more than that.
Right.
All right, and you would know you drink it. Very good. I recommend this. Not because I love Phil, but this Fabrizia is the blueberry lemonade is spot on. I'm
I
gonna
think
bring
what you're trying to say is, despite loving Phil,
yes.
you think he's making a great product
He
that
is.
would stand
He is,
alone.
he is making a great project. I love all their stuff is good. You know what we're gonna try next show is I'm gonna pull we're gonna retry because they're getting popular. Is he's made a lemon spritz
Okay.
already bottled and stuff like that, which is really good. We'll try that next show. I'll try to remember to bring
The
that.
underlying theme seems to be lemon.
Well,
in everything
yes,
that he
because
does.
yes.
Right.
Guess what? He brings in Sicilian lemons to make his product. I'm going to give him another plug here because that's the thing. His limoncello is probably one of the best limoncellos on the shelf right there. And people go, "Oh no, it's got to be from Italy." I go, no, he makes it in New Hampshire. New Hampshire? How can it be good from New Hampshire? But the point is with limoncello is that you want it fresher.
Right.
You know, anything coming from Italy is going to have to, they sort of make it a little bit differently because it's going to be on a boat for like 3 months before it even gets here and then it gets distributed. So the point of making it here in New England is that you're getting fresher stuff. And he imports Sicilian lemons to make his limoncello.
Right.
Makes sense to me.
Anyone who's tasted the Fabrizia line has been a fan. I've
I don't
never
see
heard
why
a
you wouldn't be.
negative thing.
No, I haven't either.
So even if you think that you know what limoncello is about, try it out. And
Don't tell
think
everybody
it's-
it's not from Italy. I mean, it's made by Italian
Well-
immigrants. I mean, you know, whatever.
yeah,
That's good. That's the important part.
right, exactly.
That's the important part. All right. All right, here we go. We have a time probably enough to do one more, and I've been meaning to get this. This is the gin and juice.
Oh boy.
Have you heard this? This is by Dre and Snoop
Yeah.
Dogg. I
1
couldn't
minute,
get-
10 seconds.
I couldn't get Martha Stewart in here she isn't part of this, but it's Dre and Snoop. I'm just gonna pull which one I pull. Passion fruit. All right, that's the one we get. It's got a parental advisory, explicit content. It's 5.9% alcohol. So this is gin and juice. They're really popular. I love the packaging on this. They really
Is that a
thought
low
out the package.
rider kind of-
Yeah, but when you put the two together and you put one the other way, it makes the whole car. I mean, you got to see it to get to understand it, but the packaging on this is great. So this is the passion fruit one, and they're obviously gin based.
30 seconds.
All right, so we'll all try this.
Speed quickly drinking.
Oh, and then maybe I had too much because you are speaking backwards. All right, let's try this one. We got some other flavors, but
Not bad. It's
not
got
bad.
It delivers on the tart, but it's not passion fruit per se. But yeah,
10
know.
seconds, Ryan.
There are going to be a lot of people that like this because of the branding as well.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you know what it is?
yeah,
It's
but-
not sweet.
Yeah.
I sort of like
Right.
it that way. It's not
tat.
sweet.
It's wicked
It's
tat.
tat. All right, that's our show for today. Everybody, please, during the holiday, please do not drink and drive. The life you may save may be yours.
Right.
So drink responsibly, everybody, and have a great 4th of July.
Thank you for listening. It's the Liquor Talk, and we'll be back next week.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you, sir.
thank you. Happy 4th.
I'll talk to you guys in 3 weeks. Russell will take care of
Have fun.
you. In tendon, too.
Let me get over this.